right, y'all. So I had people telling me why I'm not going live after each episode, and the reason is because they mess with the live functionality for mobile devices. So I've got to use my computer, and a lot of times this shit fucks up. So I just plan on going live now after every live episode of Big Brother. So if you're here for me for the first time, thank you. Welcome to the channel. But I'm just gonna dive on into this because right now, with Twitter blowing up, I'm over there doing the most, looking at some of the Big Brother alumni like Dick and Devon, even McCrae saying something, and it's like this is gonna blow up. Jack had HOH itis before. Now that he's actually HOH, look out. So I posted a poll on Twitter. If you're a fan of Big Brother, go to Twitter and type hashtag BB21 and take a look at my poll that I posted and vote on who do you believe is going to be Jack's targets, who's going to be on the block this coming Sunday. And so my four options are Kimmy and Jessica, Nicole and Jessica, Kimmy and Nicole, and then Bella and Nick. And right now, if you've been watching the live feeds, if you've been up to date on anything Twitter related when it comes to Big Brother, you already know how Jack feels about the combinations I just spoke about. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about the twist. Having them live in the house, that to me is really, really interesting. I really enjoy the fact that Ovi and David especially have the chance to socialize, because if they get back into the house, who knows? Maybe Jackson and Jack won't go. They won't gun for David. They may pull for him. I I understand the whole. Everyone's like Jack and Jackson are racist, but I can't speak to their experience. So they may find David likable. We as the audience might find David unlikable. I mean, he is pretty good looking. I agree. He's probably like the best looking black guy to enter the house since Devin. Well, look how Devin turned out, y'all. Devin was just a hot mess. And anyway, it's neither here nor there. The twist itself is interesting. I like that they're staying in. I wish it was for longer than the first four evictions, because that only leaves two evictions until someone gets back into the house, back into the game. And I want it to be longer than that. I would love it to be like the first six out. There's someone who has a chance to come back in instead of the first four, because that way there's a lot more people in the house, and they've got to be careful about the shit they talk about in front of some of these people, because they'll just go back and like, I have no loyalty. I'm in this house with nothing to do but listen to y'all talk. So keep on talking. I may not be in the game right now, but I could be eventually. And having that happen over 5 weeks instead of 3 is to me more interesting. So let's talk about the edits for this week, because Jackson and Catherine had sex multiple times, and they're talking about, oh, this show meant this and this show meant that. Jackson is using her. Jackson doesn't like Catherine like that. Jackson's all about Holly, and Holly's all about Jackson. So there's a love triangle forming right now, and I am there for that because I think they're underestimating Catherine. I think that she's kind of dingy, but at the same time, Holly ain't that smart either. When it comes to the competition, I mean, they both got out around the same time. That last question, though, like, I was like, it was red, right? It had to be red. When it was blue, y'all, my heart sank. Jack winning HOH, I'm not there for that. Um, I will, however, say this, and I want y'all, if you watch this video now or later, to think about it. These people are, in fact, people. They have flaws like everyone else. I don't like some of the things that they are saying. I don't like some of the things that they are doing, but I'm not going to go out and personally attack them, their family, or their business. I personally don't think that people should be attacking Christy because she's a flip flopper and they think that she's racist for listening to someone they believe is racist. Things like that. Did she say some pretty microaggressive stuff? Oh, yeah, absolutely. But a lot of times people don't know what they're talking about. People don't know, they don't understand what racism is. They think racism is spouting off the N word or some sort of derogatory term, and that's what racist looks like. But no, racism is a thought that someone is less than you. And the fact that Christy, I'm going to say this whole, like, Christy talked about how she didn't want to get too dark, and she laughed about it because she's like, I'm not trying to get, that dark, that black. And it was sort of like a chuckle. She associated being dark with the negative. And that right there is what people are reaching for and saying that she's racist. Is that statement kind of racist? Yeah, it kind of is. It makes her believe that darker is bad, and it leads people that watch her to believe that she thinks that being too dark is bad, which can be very problematic. Anyway, there's really not much to talk about. This week is going to be a shit show. I'm here for it. If you're a casual viewer, just know that what you're seeing on these shows is not what's actually going on. Kimmy's not the bad guy in the situation. Bad, I know, is relative, but given the option between Jack and Kimmy, I'm going to be. What's she talking about? Skin? Yes. So there's an edit, Cam the Scam, on Twitter going around where she was out there lounging. She had on sunglasses. She had on her little pigtails, and she was like laughing about, she loved like getting dark. She loved getting tan, but she's like, I have to make sure I don't get too dark. I don't want to be that black. And she laughed about it. She was talking about her skin. Anyway, I'm just gonna ramble on. This has already been going on for 6 minutes. There's not much to talk about. I'll be here next Thursday, since they changed the schedule due to the holiday. Um, well, okay, Cam. So you say that you don't think it's racist. Okay, that's fine. But at the same time, why is she associating getting darker with the negative? People have said, "Oh, they just don't want to be darker." Why not? What's the problem with being dark? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. You don't think it's racist, yet there's a problem with being dark, according to Christy. There's a lot of people out there that said, I don't want to get dark either, but I'm not racist. So what's the problem with being dark? Can you answer that question? No? Alrighty then. Okay, so your answer is because they may not be able to tell their race just by looking at them. Why is that a problem? Who cares what race you are? If that is in fact your reasoning for not wanting to get too dark, why does it matter if you don't know what race you are or what race somebody else is? You see where I'm going with this, right? If trying to determine or differentiate what race someone is the reason why you don't want to get too dark, there's something else there. You said black people don't want to be too light either. That is false. That is completely false. Me and my brothers all have different fathers, and the middle child, he's the darkest, and he's got a complex about being the darkest. He'd much prefer being lighter because lighter black people get treated better. I think you're generalizing, and right now I don't want to argue with you on my live Twitter feed. I will just say this. What you're saying is based on generalizations that you have no basis, you have no foundation, you've got no frame of reference. You keep saying black people, which leads me to believe that you yourself aren't black. So I'm just going to say this. You don't know what it's like to be black. Don't put words in our mouths. With that, I am about to leave. So thank you for enjoying the show, but I got to go.